Why you want to know what I got?
Gods are watching.
This nigga trying to hurry up and put his hoodie on.
You did exactly. Hey, look, I started talking. I was like, oh, shit.
I saw you moving faster. Nigga tried to move faster and go faster to put the hoodie on.
Nasty, dog. That nigga he got meatloaf on his hoodie.
No, I don't have that nasty nigga hair.
Yes, you do. Yeah, you do. You got.
Why are you worried about my chest? Let's start. Let's start the stream, dog.
This is the guys who watching. This is the guys who watching live episode 8. I appreciate you guys for tapping in the last episode. I wanted to say that I have gained on this channel. We have gained like 30 subs in like the last week. So, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to give my appreciation to you guys for hitting that button, man. But if you're coming in right now and you're seeing this part of the pod, I need you to hit that like and hit the sub. Even if you are a sub, hit it twice, unsubscribe and resubscribe, nigga. Whatever, I don't give a fuck. But these niggas is on here arguing about hoodies, undershirts, and loose neck collars.
That conversation is over. He
don't need to be.
He worried too much about my chest. He worried way too much about. I'm not talking to no nigga that's worried about what my chest look like.
You need to be committed to a psych ward. Let's move on.
Let's
know
move
that
on.
hoodie stank.
Let's move on.
I know, and
I know you said you had on 2 shirts.
The ear part of your do-rag smell like Black and Miles. I just know it do.
I don't even
Black and Miles. Automatically, that's the default smell of a do-rag. Either you just get to pick Black and Miles or Newport.
Take that Texas AM shirt off that you got on, bro. Take that Texas shirt off, bro. Worried about my fucking chest. Why are you worried about my chest? Stop worrying about my chest, bro.
I know you're
not worried about my chest.
You itching right now. You trying to hold it in. You itching right now.
Why are you so worried about another man? I don't understand you.
All right, okay.
You got a whole wife over there. Worry about what's going on over there. You let my wife worry about me and my chest. That's her job. That's not your job.
Can I talk to her? I'm concerned.
What you want to talk to my wife for? Hold on. Go ask your wife if you can talk to my wife. And let me know. Nigga. Yeah, exactly. I think so.
That was a great response, nigga.
It was not. What are you saying?
Go ask your wife if you could talk to my wife is crazy, nigga.
You ain't got no permission, nigga.
I'm a grown ass man.
He said,
now you a grown ass man. All right.
Here we go.
Let's start it up.
You can sign this for me?
Yeah, get your permission slip signed, nigga, and then come back.
Hey, what's his address? Send in the group chat. I'm gonna send in some good fellow white tees.
I don't even know if I got his address.
Well, whatever.
Wakanda. That's my address.
No, fuck it ain't.
Southern Tribe. Real niggas.
You be a border tribe ass nigga. The traitors. Not like us. That's wild.
You talking about old girl husband with the rhinoceros?
Yes, he the traitor. Not like us.
Y'all crazy.
I'm gonna move on to the fucking topic. We're gonna hit our first transition. Anyway, we're a little bit behind the news cycle, but I did want to talk about this just to see what you guys had to say, as always. Very simple terms. Joe Biden pardons Hunter Biden. I have a video that I want to present before we let loose on this topic. Kind of want everybody to see the pandering and the ass kissery that is going on here on this shitty show called The View.
Going around right now, a lot of this conversation about President Biden getting criticized from both sides of the aisle for pardoning his son Hunter, after repeatedly saying he would never do it. And a lot of people are saying that it's hypocritical, etc., as if the other side doesn't do it. But what's your reaction to it?
I mean, I think all of the criticism is valid because, Democrats stand on this moral high ground all the time. And, they act so self-righteous. The reality is he didn't have to say anything in regards to, whether or not, his son wanted to be pardoned. He could have said, hey, man, I'm not focused on that right now. But since they were calling Trump a threat to democracy, and they were saying that, nobody's above the law, but they were speaking about him. That's what they were running on. So when he kept saying things like, nobody's above the law, I respect, the jury's decision in regards to my son, he didn't believe that. But he didn't have to volunteer that lie to begin with.
I'm going to stop you for a second.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God.
Only because you don't know that it was a lie. We don't know why he changed
You really think he just changed his mind over Thanksgiving weekend all of a sudden?
No, I'm going to tell you what I think.
Okay. Yeah.
I think he changed his mind because he got sick of watching everybody else get over.
What?
If that's the case,
because at some
what
point
are
you
you
get
saying?
to the place where you just go, so I'm just going to follow the straight and narrow always, because that's what's expected of Democrats.
But that's their fault. They're the ones that go out. They're the ones that go out there and they stand on this moral high ground. Listen, they don't have to do that.
I'm a Democrat. Tell me what the moral high ground is.
The moral high ground is nobody's above the law. I respect what the jurors are saying. He don't have to do that.
So we're mad at him because he changed his.
Oh, no. By the way, I'm not mad at him pardoning Hunter Biden.
But you sound like you're mad.
No.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't sound mad at all.
This is one thing we really disagree on. Joe Biden
No,
made a point of
all
saying
he doing
we
is
stand by our
expressing his-
institutions
Yes, I
and the
understand all that.
impartiality of the
Yes.
Department of Justice.
Yes.
Democrats ran on that. The same DOJ indicted Hunter Biden. How we shouldn't be saying it's corrupt like Donald Trump does. But then in his statement pardoning Hunter Biden, he says that it was a political pursuit by his own Department of Justice.
Can you explain to me why it is that when Joe Biden does something, everybody clutches their pearls? He's wrong.
Nobody
he lied.
criticized Donald Trump more than me or
It's
Charlie
not about.
I'm sorry. Yeah, people
It's not
have
even about
criticized
that.
him more.
She missing
I've
the whole.
criticized him more. We've all criticized him more, but you're missing my question.
Okay.
My question is, what is it that makes people flip out with Joe, but we don't have the same kind of thing?
Well, I don't think people are flipping out with Joe. I think Democrats are flipping out with Joe because Democrats believe that they don't represent what he's currently representing. But that's just not true. That's why I say they stand on this moral high ground that simply does not exist. And I think this is also the problem when we pick sides, right? We've turned political parties into teams. I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan. Ain't nobody more delusional than me, right? Okay? I feel like we're going to the Super Bowl.
It's almost over.
year.
I'm sorry.
I'm not delusional. Well, no, that is delusional. But when it comes, but when it comes to political parties, if you pick a side, right, if you say you're a Democrat, if you say you're a Republican, you refuse to be objective about anything.
That's why I'm an independent.
Yes, but
I think that's the best way to go.
But that's not a monolith. We're not, Democrats are not a monolith.
But why can't you say when Democrats are wrong? And why can't Republicans say when Republicans are wrong?
I'll tell you when Democrats
So
are
you
wrong.
don't think Joe Biden is wrong?
No, I don't. And can I just point this out to you? The president has a pardon power, right?
I didn't say you were ridiculous, Ms. Goldberg. I would never. I said that. I just think that's.
Think about it. Just think about it this way.
So that exchange kind of like summed up exactly the way, because she getting old. That sums up exactly the way that I feel about it. Just watching this political race that we just watched, that we all just watched all over the world. I think Democrats pander a lot, and I think they try to appeal to this, like he said, this moral high ground. And I don't think we're in that time anymore. When JFK was running, it's like you had to have the pretty wife, and you had to be this stand-up guy, and you had to have a three-piece suit on, and you had to be clean and pristine. And I don't think people are interested in that anymore. That aesthetic is ultimately, I won't say it's dead, but I think it's changed, right? And I think people just want to see results. I think people want to see passion. I think people want to see something different, right? And then for the Democrats to run their entire campaign over the last fucking 12 years, without excluding Trump's 4-year term, it's all been this like, we are holier than thou, and we are on the good guy's side. And then this nigga turn around and pardon his son, just like Donald Trump would if his son was in jail. And he lied about it.
Charlemagne is exactly right. It ain't the fact that he pardoned him. You didn't have to say nothing. You could have did what you wanted to do. You basically shot yourself.
Yes. Exactly.
With your actions.
Because you could have just nobody is trying to hear that you're some good guy, you're perfect, and I'm gonna play by the rules, and I don't care. I'm gonna lean on what the jury said, and I'm gonna let my son suffer, even though I'm the most powerful man in the free world.
And then everybody knew you was gonna pardon him. Why wouldn't you pardon your son?
I thought he wasn't gonna pardon him. I thought he was standing on that. I was kind of surprised.
What I mean by that was, if it was anybody else's son, probably outside of being a serial killer, you gonna pardon him.
You're gonna find a way to pardon him.
Right. It's almost expected. Like, okay. But then when you stand 10 toes down saying that nigga, hey, it's the life he chose. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he chose, and you gonna let it run through the system, and then you backtrack that and say, okay, welcome back, son. Come on.
I think they're just showing, I think they're just showing more of the same, man. They're just showing more of the same. Like you said, Red, they started off pandering. That was the focal point of their campaign, and that's largely why I believe that they lost. If you look at their campaign, their narrative. And if you look at their game plan for their campaign, their whole campaign was basically, well, we're better than him. That was it in a nutshell. That was it. It wasn't let's focus on how we can make this country better. Let's focus on they came with all of that ancillary bullshit after the fact. But for the main portion of the campaign, all they kept saying was, well, we're the better option. We're the better of the two, basically the better of the two candidates. And I'm sorry, but you're not gonna win that way no more. We're not rolling with that. They brought in all the people that they thought that we cared about as black folks. They brought in the Beyoncés. They even brought in the white boy that they thought that we cared about, M. They brought in Cardi B. Like, y'all spent all this money bringing these people in who conveniently say, oh, we didn't take no money. So then where the fuck did the money go then? Where the millions of dollars go that y'all raised for the Democratic Party if y'all didn't pay nobody? If ain't nobody take no payouts, where the money at? But again, they pandered the whole time, thought that they was getting us. Oh, we gonna get the black people because we brought in Beyonce. They can't do that. And the whole time, Trump is like, okay, I'm about to go sit over here with Joe Rogan. While you going over there to sit where did she go?
Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club. Yep. While you going over there to the Breakfast Club, I'm gonna be over here at Joe Rogan.
And I think that was I think those are like safe options. It's like Democrats have a list of the media outlets that they visit every 4 years.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I was trying to say. And the first thing that I said is that the political climate that we're in now, it's like people want to see something different. I think people are a little smarter than, maybe they give them credit for, maybe that they have been in the past. Like this new generation that are adults now, we kind of want to see something different than just you going to talk to Charlemagne and DJ Envy and Angela Yee, or you going to do something like, I don't know, like you said, throwing a concert with all my favorite rappers. Like that's condescending, my nigga.
Yeah, you bringing Meg Thee Stallion on stage to try to tell me how the hell that helps black people. Bringing Meg on to perform one of her fucking songs. Are you serious? What's happening here? Oh, y'all think we a joke?
And the narrative that's being kind of spewed, I'll say it's been slid across the table secretly, is that black people are conservative where people think that they aren't. We are conservative. Young people are not conservative almost all the way across the board because young people are wild and crazy. But we are pretty much conservative. We don't believe in shaking ass on the stage. The loud minority, I mean. Sorry.
I don't even know why you would go that route in order to secure voters, because if you really think about it, the type of people that are connected to Cardi B and all of those people, they're younger people. Probably half the people that are fans can't even probably legally vote yet, for real. Why are you pandering to teenagers and the young black minority? That's not where the power is.
You need to talk to niggas like me, nigga.
Yes. And low key, that's not the fight that they should have fought. Because low key, you already had Democratic Party already has a set number, a set person type that's guaranteed voting for them specifically.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's already in the bag.
Yeah. We didn't need
count
you to
on
focus.
them vote right. You didn't even have to
need you to
focus on them.
Shine a light on them and be like, look who's supporting us. We already know they supporting you.
You reach out to them little pockets. You shoot at them pockets and try to get them people and convince the other people who
who are not convinced. Right.
You know how much of a different look it would have been for Kamala Harris to go sit down with Joe Rogan? That would have been a great look for her.
I think they said that she was offered that, but she was too afraid.
She didn't want to go.
She should have went and sat. She should have sat with Theo Von.
Yes, she should have.
She should have sat with Theo Von. She should have sat with Joe Rogan.
But she wanted to go sit with all the safe people.
She shouldn't have went to the Breakfast Club. She should have did a one-on-one with Charlemagne where he could have really grilled her ass. But she don't want to be grilled.
She don't want to be grilled. She's not ready. She wasn't ready for it. And then and then they turned that into the excuse as to why she lost. Oh well, she only had 180 days to get ready. What? She was the VP, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but the VP is more of a figurehead position just in case. Like the VP don't do anything.
I got you. Even I'm not saying that her role that she had the same power as Joe Biden. I'm saying you're on the same team as Joe Biden. So whatever ideals that Joe Biden had, you could have easily adopted those into your platform and came with a better game plan and been able to present that in a way that you don't come off looking like a bumbling idiot when you're in front of national TV. That's all I'm saying.
Edward, refresh my memory, but John F. Kennedy gets assassinated. Lyndon B. Johnson takes over. And then Lyndon B. Johnson runs again.
Yes.
And he gets elected, right? How long between the assassination and his actual run was there? Do you know?
I think Kennedy was only in office like a year and a half, too.
Yeah, I think so, too.
It wasn't that long. And then he finished out his term, and then he ran again and won.
So he had
I forgot who he ran against, though. I don't remember who he ran against.
Yeah, I don't either. He had like 2.5 years to prepare. So basically, he had a long time.
But if you want to talk about why she lost, it's a myriad of reasons why she lost.
Definitely.
It's a myriad. It's not just one thing. That the being dropped into a presidential race 180 days before
it's over.
So she's already 2 steps behind, and on top of that, she's attached to a president who is unpopular, and not necessarily even unpopular for things that he did. A lot of the things that were going wrong in this instance this year is out of his control. He has no control. The president has no control over the economy. The president has no control over inflation. The president has no control over. Well, he had control over Ukraine and all that type shit, but. He had a lot of things that people are criticizing him for, like $13 eggs and all this shit that's going on with price gouging in terms of groceries, gas, just day-to-day living things, had nothing to do with him. So I guess I'm shooting Kamala some bail in that way, but then, like you said, she turned this shit into Yo Gotti birthday bash. And it's like, when is it? How is this shit serious? Like we looking for direction and guidance and this is not a club, bro. It's not a club. Yeah. Like she made us look fucked. Like to me, whoever her advisors were, whoever is advising her, scheduling her talent, scheduling her appearances, all that shit was fugazi. All of it was bad. All of it. And on top of that, everybody who ran that campaign needs to be fired and never touch another Democratic Party, never touch another political campaign again. And also senior leadership got to go. There's no reason Nancy Pelosi she's 19. She's born in the 30s, bro. She's born in the fucking Depression. Ain't nobody need to be making decisions about my future who was born in the fucking Depression, who was using rotary phones.
That is crazy.
Not even rotary phones. She's using the ones where you tap that bitch and you do like this.
Oh god.
Where it's always an operator standing by.
Yeah, they got to
line the line, boys.
Yeah,
direct connects.
Come on, dog. Come on, dog.
I want to play this other clip of them lying for him, his press secretary and all these people lying.
Before you play that, I want to say this too. He was asked that question. Was it on his campaign trail or was it after he got elected? It was one of the two. I can't remember.
It's in this video I'm about to play. It was I think it was during it. Hey, while I'm playing this, reload your browser because you're like breaking up real bad.
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Fox News Alert we've been covering for you all morning long. Hunter Biden's pardon comes after months of the White House insisting the president will not let his son off the hook.
From a presidential perspective, is there any possibility that the president would end up pardoning his son?
No, I can say that it is still very much a no to the questions that I've gotten about if the president's going to pardon his son.
Does the president have any intention of pardoning him?
We've been asked that question multiple times. Our answer stands, which is no.
President Biden says that he's not going to pardon his son, Hunter. Is he going to ask Donald Trump to do that?
I've been very clear. The president's been very clear when we've been asked this question.
Fox News contributor Joe Concha joins me now. Very clear, Joe. Clear as
Rick
mud.
James shit.
I never did things just to do them.
She's going to be great on The View.
Exactly.
Isn't she, Todd? I
Do you
mean,
remember,
she's going to
do
be
you
working
remember
that
saying
rotation.
you was going to pardon your
No
son?
doubt, or headed a
Hell no,
primetime
I
show on
never
MSNBC.
remember saying no shit like that. So do you remember pardon your son? Yeah, I definitely said I was going to.
I was wishing
you did.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
That nigga said, I never did things just to do them. Hell yeah, I remember pardoning my son.
I pardoned him immediately.
Man, that's crazy.
When you get caught with your hand in the cookie jar. Hey, I'm with Charlamagne. You did not have to say a word. When they asked you that question, you could have danced around it. You did not have to answer. You could have been like, I'm not discussing the terms of my son and what's going on with his case. That's all you could have said, and that could have been it. And now every media outlet across the board knows we're not talking about it. We're not discussing it. You can ask it, but you're gonna get the same answer everybody else got. Nobody forced you to address it and actually answer and be like, no, me, I would never pardon my son.
Exactly. Like, why would I do something like that? He's a criminal.
Man, come on, man. Yeah, I agree. I'm with y'all.
3 days later.
Yep.
Get him the fuck out of there. He shouldn't have been in there that long. Nigga. Fuck out of here.
I think sometimes people just they were just so afraid of and I wish the Democrats had backbone like Republicans do. Like they stand in that shit and they don't waver no matter what the fuck they say. And they don't waver not one bit. These niggas so afraid to even be like, I'm not answering that. No. And that goes, I'm going to pardon him. I don't even know why he said that.
Right. That goes back to Charlamagne's point. That goes back to Charlamagne's point. It's the fact that y'all want to uphold this image of that y'all are so on the side of right and good and greatness, and y'all want to stand on this podium above everybody else and saying, no, we would never. The Democratic Party do something like that? Us? No. Yeah. Get off your fucking high horse
and be real people. Go ahead.
Right. That's what I'm about to say. Imagine they ask him a question and he say some shit like, fuck you think I'm a part of my hell yeah, I'm getting him the fuck out of there as soon as I can.
I guarantee you
that nigga would have won.
About that life.
Yep. Absolutely.
Exactly.
I don't like it, but I respect it.
Yep. The very next headline would have been Joe a real one. That would have been the headline.
And there's a way you could have done that and still kind of respected the judicial process by just saying, I'm gonna let his ass stew for a minute, but I'm freeing his ass before I leave. He could have simply said that.
If I don't do nothing else, I'm getting him the fuck out of there.
Yeah. And again, Democrats have so many constituencies they trying to please, and when you're trying to please that many people, that many groups, you end up pleasing nobody. They got to reassess a lot of shit come 2 years from now. They got to reassess a lot of shit because they got their ass whooped,
stumped out.
Whooped.
It was bad.
I wonder if this the worst. Is this probably not the worst, of course, but within our lifetime, is this the worst beating?
No, Like it happens. It kind of flip flops every few years. Like when Obama was in office, he had they say it's a big blue wave, and then when he left office, I think Republicans have had the Senate since Obama left office, right?
Yeah.
Or I can't remember. I get it mixed up sometimes.
Close to.
But they haven't let that shit go. So it kind of depends on the time. It kind of flips back and forth. 10 years from now, they're gonna say, "Oh, it's a big blue wave," and now we have. But see, the biggest thing is they let that motherfucker Trump nominate 3 justices. That's the biggest thing. The other shit don't matter. The Congress, the presidency, that shit don't matter. He nominated. How old are they? Like 30, 40 years old, 40 years old, 40, 50 years old. They gonna be on that court forever.
We gonna be here. We gonna be here.
They gonna be on that bitch to the year 20 what? 80 something?
Yeah, dog, that's the thing. And then on top of that, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, her old crusty ass didn't want to step down when Obama was in office, and Obama was like, "We're gonna respect her legacy." Fuck her fucking legacy. What are we talking about here?
We really talking about some pride shit when in terms of
Yes.
when it comes to if y'all don't get the fuck out of here.
Get her the fuck out of here and get some new blood in there.
Pack her up.
But see, it's what in Red is what you said before. We got too much individualism in this fucking country. It's too much.
Man, too much freedom.
Republicans move as one. They move as one. They like a hive mind. A motherfucker in Tacoma, Washington, gonna know what a nigga thinking in Miami, Florida. They move as one. Us, the Democrats, the rest, they gotta have their own thoughts. And
yeah, and this is not the place for that. This is not the place for that.
No, man.
You take that shit to sports. This is not the place for that.
It's dumb, dog. It's stupid. They move dumb. They do dumb. They are dumb. They all dumb. Yeah. They gonna run Gavin Newsom next time, and they gonna pull that shit out of California. How you gonna give illegal immigrants $25,000 for a down payment for a house?
While you're looking at your own residents in the face and turning them down,
and they losing their houses to foreclosure.
That is absolutely insane.
It's over. It's over. 2020. Whoever they gonna run again in what is it? 28. They gonna lose again.
28.
Can't even use him. They gotta throw every potential candidate that they got right now. Throw their ass away. They ain't gonna count.
If your name was involved in any form or fashion with this Democratic Party, go ahead, pack your shit up.
Do it always.
Pack your shit up.
Call Michelle Obama.
Go ahead and make your way.
That's our best chance.
That's your best chance. Is Michelle Obama. Call her up. And I don't think she want to do it. I don't think she want to do it.
I don't think
call Michelle Obama.
She said she don't want to do it. She definitely will win though.
I don't think Obama will want her to do it. Honestly, I don't know if he want to get wrapped up back in that shit that deep.
He don't want to go back there, and she don't want to do it.
Yeah,
she's the only person that I think. Everybody else, exit stage left, my guys and ladies.
Head to your nearest exit. Pack you up.
I should be head of the DNC. I'll get this shit right.
Hey, I'll vote for you. You'll get my vote.
I'll get this shit right. All this pandering, all this bullshit. How the fuck y'all raise $1 billion? He raised 300 million, and you get blown out.
Blown out the water, and then after it's all over, said and done, all of a sudden, y'all gotta take donations from the Republican Party. Man, what the fuck are we talking about? Get y'all goofy asses.
Where the money go?
Where the money go? Where the money go? Because everybody,
all them artists.
That's where the money went.
Artists
knock the rings out there.
That's exactly where the money went.
Knock the rings out there, motherfucker. That's what the fuck they did.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
She want to get running for real. She just wanted to check. She want to run it for real. She got Meg Thee Stallion out there. So she just got 700 million.
So let me ask y'all, do y'all think she'll run again in 2028?
No.
Y'all think there's any chance she runs again?
No.
I do.
No, there's no chance in the hell that she runs. Losing like that? Losing like the way she bro, she literally.
Yeah, you got a good point.
Democrats have New York and California. You only need 270. That's already 100. She couldn't find 170 electoral votes.
That lends to Ojo's point early. That lends to Ojo's point earlier. What he was just saying, basically, like we already know you have these states. These are blue states. We all know this. These are automatics for you. Like you said, you couldn't find 100. You couldn't find that nowhere, man.
Detroit, Michigan is no longer. It's really not even about. It's not even a battle. It's not even a battleground state anymore.
Nope.
Michigan is blue.
It's flipped.
It's blue, and it went red.
It flipped. Yep.
The state that voted for Bernie Sanders as the Democratic nominee went red for Donald Trump.
They went the total opposite way.
What does that say when they want to vote for a felon?
Oh my God.
Over you. What does that say, bro?
That's why she didn't come out and do her losing speech. She was like, man, fuck them niggas. Packed all this shit up.
She was distraught.
Just bring me a plate of chicken tenders and I'm out of this bitch.
Did y'all see her? Did y'all see her final exit speech? Did y'all see her final exit speech when she looked like she was drunk?
Nigga said that she was drunk. Yeah, I didn't see it. Let's look it up right quick because I want to see that.
She ain't got all that goddamn money. For all that campaign money she got. What the fuck, man? Come on, dog.
I want to know where that money is.
Taylor Swift, they said was what 10 million. Eminem was 2. Meg got 3. Okay, millions. She got millions.
Millions.
Where'd it go?
This the one right here?
Yeah, I think that's the one right there.
That's not real. That's AI, dog. That's not real. That ain't real.
No. Yeah, that's the one.
This shit on the post.
I know this is an uncertain time. I'm clear-eyed about that. I know you're clear-eyed about it. And it feels heavy. And I just have to remind you, don't you ever let anybody take your power from you. You have the same power that you did before November 5th. And you have the same purpose.
Hold on, y'all.
You have the same ability to engage and
you see that ability.
You got the same ability. Oh my God. That was bad, bro.
That wasn't real. That wasn't real.
Certainly
it's
real.
Good work. That they can be engaged and then
man, her ass is tired. She ready to go home, nigga. She tired. She ready to go home. Pack it up.
That's crazy.
That bitch been on the road watching all these fucking concerts for 4 months. She tired.
And I'm tired of hearing that. I'm tired of hearing that too, dog.
What?
Y'all don't do nothing. Y'all just ride around on buses and jets and talk to people.
Man, that shit is tiring. That's what I'm just joking.
I don't want to hear that shit.
I'm joking, but I'm saying, you ever
that work at a plant?
You ever had? I was saying she's tired from going to these concerts because that's where her campaign trail was. It's just a bunch of concerts. You ever been to a concert? You leave that.
She on tour.
She on tour. You ever been to a concert? You leave and your body feel beat up. Like damn. All that music, you standing there, your feet hurt. That's where she feel. Nigga, she ready to go home, nigga.
I know. Did we all see the Cardi B speech?
Oh no, I still haven't seen it.
Please look it up.
What the fuck is she speaking of all people?
It was a catastrophe for the Democratic
don't let Cardi
Party.
B speak.
It was a absolute catastrophe for the Democratic Party. It was hands down the worst speech that I've ever seen in my life.
This shit right here?
Yes.
Why let her speak?
What's up, Milwaukee?
She's gonna say what's up, Milwaukee about 10 times when she loses her footing. Like right now.
How you guys doing?
She don't know what to do.
I'm nervous. I'm excited.
Oh my God.
What's up, y'all?
Trying to read.
Guys. 1 second.
She can't read that teleprompter. Mary had a little lamb.
This is awful.
What is this?
She waiting on the teleprompter.
So I don't take lightly the call.
Sorry, guys. I'm a little nervous.
What the fuck?
She can't read.
I told you.
She trying to read that teleprompter.
She should have told them niggas that before she took that check.
I need patience over here.
See, she can't read.
Patience, where are you, girl? I need patience over here.
This is awful, dog. This is absolutely awful.
She got cotton mouth like a motherfucker.
Hold on. How you guys doing tonight?
Bitch,
damn, did she
get to
the beginning again?
How you guys doing tonight? Are we ready to make history?
Bitch, get to the motherfucking speech. What the man, dog.
Can't read, dog. I got dyslexia, but damn.
No, are we ready to change the next?
Man, hold on, no. Absolutely fucking not, my nigga. You cannot do that. You can't do that. This is not no fucking rap show. You know how you lose the crowd at a rap show and you be like, make some noise, Detroit. What the fuck are you talking about?
Milwaukee, stand up.
Milwaukee, make some noise.
Let's give it up for voting.
What the fuck?
Yes.
I know y'all love some hip hop, right?
Right.
Y'all love some voting?
I mean, we all voters.
Put your lighters up.
We all voters, right? Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
Right. How about them ballots, y'all? Y'all ready for some ballots?
I told you that it was absolutely terrible from front
she can't
to
read.
finish. It was bad. It was a bad.
She was waiting on that teleprompter, and the teleprompter wasn't right. So that's why she need Precious to get
So
up there
at
and
this
give us
point,
something.
she's calling Precious over at this point, right? And Precious is basically about to bring her cell phone. Watch how she still fucks up the entire speech while reading from her cell phone, which is right in front of her.
Why are you saying Precious?
That's what she said. That's what she was calling her.
No, patience.
Oh, patience.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm like, dog. I'm like, what are you talking about, dog? I thought you were saying. That's what I thought. That's what I thought you meant for real.
Precious walk up there with her baby and shit.
Thank you. All right.
Patience was kind of fine. Hold on.
Thank you.
Right.
Kamala Harris in office for 8 years.
God damn. Patience. Let me get some of that.
Kamala Harris in office for 8 years.
All right. Vice President Kamala Harris, thank you for having me. I do not take lightly the call to show up, the call to speak up, the call to deliver a message that's been on my heart for a hot minute now.
What are we rooting for?
Now,
What are we
I took my
feeling
time
for?
writing this speech, so I'm gonna make sure I deliver it right.
Are you?
Oh, you wrote that, huh?
Because I got something I've been wanting to say for a long time.
You wrote it,
I've been
huh?
saying it on Twitter, on my Instagram, and I'm ready to tell it to you now.
Yeah.
Y'all
Ad
ready to
lib
listen?
here.
All right, now. All right. Just like Kamala Harris, I too have been the underdog. I've been underestimated. My success belittled and discredited. Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. Women have to work 10 times harder, perform 10 times better, and still people question us how we got to the top.
Fuck out of here, man.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way.
And you wanted us to trust you with the nuclear football? Get the fuck out of here, dog. Get the whole fuck out of here.
Who she was gonna have in her cabinet? Let's see, what
Ice
Mary
Spice.
J. Blige. She was gonna put Mary J. Blige on stands on in her cabinet with her and
Bryson Tiller.
Oh my God.
Don't
and go get J-Lo. She gonna have an all-female cast.
Oh Jesus!
We need a launch codes, Bryson. Don't. Bitch,
Nah,
give me Russia is launching, nigga.
Russia is launching. That nigga's
Give us the launch codes. Now.
Why do Bryson got the launch
No,
code?
Bryson. We need the launch.
Bryson Tiller got the launch codes.
No.
Look at the face you're making right now. This explains everything. That's the perfect face.
Hold on.
That's the perfect face right there.
I want y'all niggas to just understand what we're talking about here, dog. This nigga got the launch codes, bruh. Oh my God. That nigga said, no.
Why are you standing there reading from your cell phone and you still can't get the fucking speech right? So it's literally right here in front of your face.
And you know what? You're a rapper.
You're a rapper.
You couldn't even ad-lib it. You couldn't even go off the cuff.
Exactly. Talking about she nervous.
You know why her being a rapper don't matter? Because Offset wrote all that shit. That's why.
Well, I know. I'm just saying, you ain't pick up nothing. You should have started doing that goofy shit that got your ass famous in the first place. All them weird ass facial expressions, and you know what I'm saying, and all that kind of goofy shit.
Bitch, you supposed to be an MC. This is right up your motherfucking alley.
Exactly. Freestyle it.
She said, "What she? I don't know. She done performed.
That she had to talk."
Hey, Edward, remember what I said. Remember what I said. Remember what I said about the same thing you just said is the same thing I said about somebody. Yeah, you remember? You don't remember, do you? I ain't. All right.
What you talking about?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, dog. Don't worry about it. How is you cracking your coochie open, but you nervous to read in front of an audience? Bitch, your priorities is
for 8 years.
New York public schools failing motherfuckers.
How we got to the top? They be like, how she got there? Hold on. Let me warm up.
Let you warm up.
Yeah.
You can't even drink properly.
Let me tell you something. I can't stand a bully. But just like Kamala, I always stand up to one. All the time. I'm ready for
Yeah, do
oh no.
Here we go. Here we go.
What is she talking about?
Here we go.
Oh man, I can't believe I've never seen this before.
Just like I said, the entire campaign.
I'm real with y'all. I wasn't gonna vote this year. I wasn't. But Kamala.
But then they called me and they sent me that check.
You said, hold on. You said you had this on your mind for a long, long time now, though. But all of us, but now you just admitting that you wasn't gonna vote at all. But earlier you started your speech off by saying you done had this been on your mind for a long, long time. That's what you said out your own mouth.
Don't listen to my speech. Listen to what I say.
All right. You're right.
Listen to my speech. Listen
and
to
then
what I
they
say.
called me and they sent me the check. And now I am going to vote. Yes.
And then the check went through.
Kamala, I am for you.
And now I was voting.
You have my votes.
Is Edward asleep? Don't sleep.
No, I think it's having technical difficulties.
Oh, you said you're angry.
I'm angry.
All right, bro. What the fuck? Listen, man. I don't know if there's anything else to be said. That nigga gave a slow clap. All right, well, I don't know where the fuck to go from here. I do want to run this by y'all. This is going to be a very Detroit topic, so for anybody who's not from Detroit watching right now, I'm sorry. But I wanted to ask you guys, I had this topic on the docket for months or weeks now, but I just wanted to ask you guys, what do you think of Mike Duggan's performance as the mayor of Detroit for the last, what has it been, 8 years, something like that?
Has it been 8 years that fast?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Yep.
Dougie Fresh.
I lived through Archer. I lived through Duggan. Who was the guy that? Who was
Kwame?
Kwame. Who was the guy? Who was the guy after Kwame though?
Bing.
Bing. There you go. Yeah.
Dave Bing.
And then you know, then Mike Duggan came in around what, 2016? Is that what it is? And I want to just say that in that time, Detroit has turned into something that I don't even recognize as a person that's lived here my whole life. There's still a lot of motherfucking work to do, you know, to be totally honest. But what do you guys think of his performance? Ojo, you're not even from here, but I'm sure you have seen some change. Do you like him? Do you dislike him? What?
Well, he's business minded. You know, he's ran a lot of corporations up before he's took on this venture. So money men kind of do tend to have success pretty much in a lot of things they do because they're about business. So if it don't make dollars, it kind of don't make sense. So they trying to set this stuff into motion, running it like a business, as opposed to when you're more political, you're kind of thinking of heart first and of the people, and you trying to please as opposed to doing what's overallly good.
Yeah.
A mayor might hear about a down luck woman and, you know, do something specifically based off her and her political, just because, you know, he's thinking political small, where Duggan or a businessman gonna say, let's not just do for her, let's revitalize her whole neighborhood and her whole areas, forget just her one house. You know what I'm saying? They probably work on grander scales, being business minded. So I think I kind of had initially, I think I kind of had doubts because I think he messed up the DMC worse than it was. Y'all probably not familiar with it, but DMC, I've visited those hotels a lot in my time, and
the hospitals.
Oh yeah, and they I think they were better before, because when you treat it like a business, you want to cut off a lot of loose ends and shit that might be good for the
patient
or the people who can't afford such. You might think you're doing good, like he just want to improve the books as opposed to sacrificing for the community. And when you're dealing with a hospital, you have to you kind of gotta do both. And I think he was more business minded, and that probably kind of put a damper on things. But I would say from all of them, I'm not sure, because I've been here quite a long time, but probably wasn't paying attention all of those years.
I know I wasn't. I was a kid. I remember Archer. I think people liked Archer, but I don't really know what he did. You know, and I know about Comey Young, and I know he's kind of like polarizing.
I was about to say I was just about to say he's probably the greatest mayor of Detroit. Probably, I think a lot of people might say he's the greatest mayor ever Detroit ever had.
I think people like Comey Young because Comey Young had this disposition where he just didn't give a fuck about what nobody said. I heard some shitty things he did. I heard some great things he did, but I think people love the fact that he didn't give a fuck about bucking up against the U.S. government or
the system
and the suburbs.
And the suburbs, exactly.
Going against Al Brooks Patterson all the damn time. Yeah, he didn't give.
I'll stay where y'all at. We'll be where we at.
Yep.
I was trying to find some sort of little comprehensive list of all the things that Mike Duggan has done under his tenure here, but just to rattle off a few things, I think we got those new stadiums. We've seen a lot of blight removal. I was just reading that they said that he got looked into by the government because there was some sort of money laundering like they were thinking he was doing some funny shit with the money, and they halted his blight removal efforts. But ultimately that picked back up. We're seeing a lot of shit get torn down. I've seen a lot of shit get built up, new homes, the revitalization of like the Boston Edison district. I've seen a lot of shit. I think in the Midtown area specifically, it looked like they just poured $1 billion in that area, in certain ways. new housing developments in terms of like those 5-in-1 buildings and all of the, all of that type of shit. He's done a lot of shit. Even down to the Riverwalk extension, and he's kind of picking up a what's the word? Picking up a baton that somebody else put down. But
thank you. Yes.
Yeah. He's done a lot of shit that was already kind of started before he got here. But the deal is, to me,
that's. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I want you to say I want you to say that.
I was just gonna say that's what's supposed to happen, though. That's the purpose, or that's what you would want in your city. You would want somebody who come in, they start a process, you get the ball rolling of the process improving over time, and you would hope that the person that follows you is able to pick up that baton and then carry on and build upon what you have already laid on as far as the foundation goes. So you would want that. And I done spent my whole life downtown. I was downtown. I lived downtown my whole life. It looks nothing like it did when I was down there
at all
in my youth growing up. It's a total 180 from what it used to look like down there. And if you go downtown now, it looks absolutely amazing compared to what I'm used to it looking like. And they're still making changes. They're still there. I just saw the other day on one of the Detroit news websites where they were talking about removing one of the buildings, and they're about to continue building on the new center area. I just think he's done for his tenure. I think that he's done a pretty good job. And honestly, if you want to turn a city around, you start there, and then hopefully you're able to keep building out and branching out, and hopefully those limbs start to reach the neighborhoods.
And them limbs have reached, because this motherfucker put a park on Joy Road.
Yeah, he's definitely making a lot of ways doing parks and that kind of stuff.
Yep. If you look at even if that
parks,
that whole walkthrough of what do you call it?
The Quinder Cut.
Yeah, the Quinder Cut. That was, at the time, I remember a lot of time people were bucking. They was like, that's a dumb idea, but the way they did it, it was an amazing idea.
And that kind of speaks to how fucked up the Quinder Cut used to be. When we walked through the Quinder Cut 20 years ago, that shit was terrifying.
Yes.
First of all, right, I'm about to say it wasn't the DeQuinder Cut 20 years ago.
No,
it was just a gangway, so to speak.
Yes.
A dumping ground, a hideout.
Yeah. You didn't know what you was
going
to get
right.
going down there. You had no business being down there.
Enter
we had
at your
no
own risk
down there. Yes.
First off, it says do not enter. Then if you choose to, nigga, be careful.
Yep. And it cleaned all of that up, and it's beautiful now. Like you said, you removed a lot of blight. I know you remember how much blight it was just in Highland Park, for instance. All them bandos and just how empty houses, and you had lots and like he's done for what he's done in his tenure there. I think it's been an incredible turnaround. We've literally seen the city transform into something that doesn't look anything like what it used to. So I think he's done a pretty solid job.
Yeah, same. I just wanted to highlight that. I don't know. I wanted to see what you guys thought. I don't know if there was another. I was wondering if there was another side to it that maybe I don't see, that maybe you guys see. Like maybe he's doing something negative. I did expect somebody to mention the gentrification, but to me, there is a such thing as gentrification. I'm not saying it isn't real, but I kind of feel like it's a fine line that you walk when you start talking about that term in general.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost like you have to make a change. If you want things to change, then he's going to have to bring motherfuckers with money down to this bitch. That's the only way, bro.
It's almost an unfortunate event the way progress has to happen. In turn, you're skipping over a whole community that has been there and suffered. Then you beautify it and turn it into something totally different. You never know what could have happened if you beautified for us. What we could have done instead of skipping over us and forcing us out.
But see, I don't feel like, so you feel like we were skipped over and forced out?
I think before they do things, they run things down to prepare. So they have plans in place. It takes a long time, but they have to run it down, run your property value down, lack resources, uncontrollable before you can make it, before they can set forth in making this property important to an investor. I think they
making it attractive to investors.
I think they definitely had plans years in advance before it really took place. I think they had a master plan.
Yeah, see, I'm gonna tell you, part of that though, I put on the community because I've been around when they installed new parks in areas, and we just went in and we just tore them motherfuckers down for no fucking reason. Niggas hanging off backboards, tearing shit down. They put in a whole new center here. Y'all throwing rocks and breaking out windows and shit. I've been around for that. I seen it with my own eyes. So a lot of that stuff I put on our own community for ruining our own neighborhoods that we have to live in and we have to walk and we have to deal with. So I think that was a big, huge part in not getting in our areas not looking how we think they should look, because we allowed our kids to run rapid. We allowed them to be out at all times of the night, all times of the evening, doing whatever. All we had, y'all come home. They done been out for 9 hours. You don't know what the hell they've been doing out there.
Yep.
8-9 hours they've been out running around, tearing up the fucking community, just running amok.
Because they ain't got shit to do.
Exactly. Yep. And I seen it with my own eyes. So, so I blame a lot of that on the community.
Have fun in Brownstown.
There you go. Yep.
See you later. Push them out.
I remember when I was like 15, I was living off Schoolcraft, and there was this house on the corner from my house down the street that was being basically remodeled. It was all new windows in that motherfucker. It was, they started making it look nice. It probably was somebody's investment property, whatever. But anyway, we, living in the neighborhood, we driving past it every day, going to school, whatever. We seeing it get further and further. And then one day we drove past and all the fucking windows was busted out, right? So then whoever is building this property up, they probably got mad, rinsed their hands, got back to work. They boarded up the window. No, they ain't leave yet. Not yet. They boarded up the windows and they put new windows. Niggas tore the boards down, broke the windows again. I don't know what happened because we ended up moving from the neighborhood or whatever. I don't remember exactly how that turned out, but I remember thinking and being told actually by my father, like, like some young niggas did that shit. And then me thinking like y'all plan, right? You plan, this is funny to you, but really you fucking yourself because you live in this neighborhood, nigga. So if you're stopping this nigga from upgrading this house to up the property value, you're stopping a nigga from ultimately improving your life.
Shitting where you sleep.
You're shitting where you sleep. Stop playing. And that what you're saying about niggas destroying parks, I remember specifically this basketball court that's behind me right now. You know which one I'm talking about.
I know exactly which one you're talking about.
I remember them putting up, like, when they revitalized it this last time, I don't know how it's lasted so long. Maybe the police been over here more, but I remember them putting up new backboards and shit and rims, and whether they was chains or nets, it's like, nigga, come and tear all that shit down. Spray paint on the backboard. Yeah. All kind of stupid shit. Killing niggas up there. All kind of shit. What are y'all doing? But yeah. I don't know what's changed. Maybe people's mindset have changed or something, because I've been seeing things get improved and they have like a lasting power now. I don't know what that's about.
I think it's part of what Edward was just saying now too. Them niggas got pushed out. Y'all can't even afford. We're gonna raise this area up to the point, and it's sad. Some people might think of it as, well, y'all pricing the black folks out of this area. But it's like you said earlier, just a second ago, we got to make a change somewhere. We cannot keep, committing to this same cycle of bullshit over and over and over again. We got to make some changes. Let's bring up the property value and let's let that money pay for the new parks. Let's let that money and what that does, it also pushes y'all niggas out. Y'all got to go somewhere else. Filter out.
I mean, I don't even look at it like, I don't look at it as pushing niggas out. I think it just pushes, or I guess what you're saying is you're making a distinction between well-to-do black folks and them niggas. Yeah.
Exactly.
So
yeah,
exactly. It's like, how could you pour $1 million into the projects and expect them to appreciate it? It's an unfortunate fact that If you ain't never had shit,
you don't know
and
how
you living in poverty gives you a scarcity mindset.
Yeah.
It gives you, I don't give a fuck about my neighbor kind of mindset, because we all fucked up, and I'm stealing from you because I'm so destitute that I don't give a fuck about my neighbor. I don't have the luxury.
Yeah.
So niggas say let's put a bunch of money into a low income housing. It's like an oxymoron.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, I hate to say it that way, but it's true. It's like we're going to revitalize this low income area, but that's the reason it needs revitalizing.
Yes.
I think there's ways to affect change in them areas.
Definitely, you just got to go about it right.
Directly at it, but there's another way. There are other ways you can go about revitalizing these areas.
I'm sorry, your voice cut up. You said something had it. What did you say?
I said there are ways, not necessarily directly throwing money at the issue.
Okay.
Indirectly throwing money at the issue, and it ties back to what Duggan was trying to do in terms of making community college free in the city and trying to.
I forgot about that.
Make its own insurance to not have to follow insurance be so expensive. So he did do different things to affect these issues like that, because I mean they're in low income houses because they have nowhere else to go because they don't make enough money to live in certain areas.
Right.
So I mean, like I said, there are ways like you can make it a city ordinance to where you gotta beautify the area, keep the grass cut, plant some shrubbery. Like there are things that can be done to affect change in them areas. But directly throwing money at it, like you're saying, they're not gonna appreciate it. They're just gonna fuck it up.
Yeah, you throwing a Band-Aid on the stab wound.
Yeah, bro. And but then what do you do with those people? What do you do with those people if the Illiches want to come and buy the projects that what's their names used to live in, the Supremes used to live in, and it's like where do they go? Where do the people that's living there go if a billionaire want to come and redevelop the whole area? Where do they go?
I heard this quote recently that I've been saying a lot lately, and basically it is you change your life by changing your mind. It's like it's an internal problem. It's something you have to solve at the root. And like we were just saying a minute ago, putting up a new basketball backboard on the basketball rim is not a solution. The solution is teaching these niggas how to be better people, how to care for their neighbors, showing them the value in things. I don't know how you do that. I'm not a mayor, but I do know on a grassroots level, it does start with leadership from men.
Absolutely.
Holding niggas accountable. You can't just ride by and let these niggas beat the shit out of another little boy and you don't jump out the car and save him. Or you can't let these niggas, like, I remember in my neighborhood, I'm in a house sleep. I think my oldest son was born at this time, and I'm in the house with probably my stepkids. And I hear a loud bang at the door, like not a loud bang, but like a rock hit my door is what it was, right? I jump up, I go out, and I'm standing on the porch, and it's a big ass group of kids, probably coming from a school in the area, walking down my street. And they're looking back at me and they're laughing, right? They threw a rock at my door and they're walking by and they're laughing. So I'm standing on the porch with my hand in my pockets and I'm just watching them walk. And as they're walking away, because I was just going to let it go and I was going to wait for them maybe another day or something to say something. But as they're walking away from me, they're all looking back at me and they laugh and they talking amongst themselves. And then they like kick over this other person's garbage can. As soon as they did that, I ran in the house, grabbed my keys, threw on my shoes, and came back out. As soon as I did this to turn to go in the house, they all ran. Every one of them. It was like 30 kids. They all took off running. I jump in the car. I'm shooting down the block, 40, 50 in the neighborhood in my Charger, chasing these niggas down. I pull up on a group of niggas. They like, no, man, it wasn't us. We ain't do that. It wasn't us. He was like, that was them niggas. And I'm like, yeah, all right. I'm like, where'd they go? He like, oh, shit, I don't know. I skirt off. I went back home. I'm not about to jump out the car and grab up nobody's kid, because then I'm going to either die or I'm going to have to kill somebody. But I wanted to make it clear, bitch, you're not about to just come in this motherfucker and do whatever you want. I went back home, never got another motherfucking problem. But that's the type of shit, like, I seen my father do that. Ironically, it's, you know, I didn't plan it, but I remember one night, group of young niggas in my hood threw an egg at our window. They got away with it because we didn't know, but we saw the egg. My dad cleaned it up. And then another night, they took a bowling ball, cue ball, threw it at our side door. Loud as shit, like midnight. My dad is crazy, Edward, if you don't know. My dad jumps up, grabs his gun, shoots out the side door, run out the back, chase. He catches one of them niggas in the middle of the night.
Oh
I'm in my bedroom, laying in my bed, right? I can hear the conversation between my dad and this young nigga, like from way down the block. My dad screaming at this nigga, saying whatever he's saying. The young nigga like, I'm sorry. He let him go. And my dad come back in the house, marching back in the house. You know, he say whatever he say. We all get back in the bed. We never had another motherfucking problem.
Because you set the
precedent. Probably was breaking y'all leaves. Breaking y'all leaves for the rest of the summer and shit.
You have to set the precedent.
Yes.
You gotta set it. You have to do that. And like you said, it's a community thing. You don't as a grown man, you should not be able, something should stir in your soul and your spirit as you sit there and watch somebody doing some shit that they don't have no business doing, especially when it's a group of little fucking kids. Like I told y'all about the story when I pulled up and I used to pick up my my middle boy and I would sit out to school. I would get there early and I would just sit out there and I'd wait for him to come out. So, you know, one particular day, the older kids come out first. All I see is a bunch of teens are crowding this one boy like they about to jump him. So they start moving in. I get out my car. I'm like, what y'all about to do? I'm like, oh, y'all about to jump him? Oh, y'all can jump me. Now one of them stepped up. They all back down. A couple minutes later, the one of the older gentleman teachers came out there and he was like, thank you, bro. I was like, hey, there's no problem. I was like, he was like, now which one of them was it? I pointed right to him. I was like, it was him. And I was like, and it was them three over there. Y'all come with me. But I'm saying you need more stuff like that instead of just watching shit happen and play out. That shit is not, it's community based. And you know, everybody's scary to say something, or they don't want, or that's not my problem. It's not my kid. It's not. But what if it was your kid though? You would want somebody to stand in for them in that moment. You know what I'm saying? So it's a sense of community.
Exactly what you just said. Say that shit one more time. The last thing.
It was a sense of community. It's a sense of community. If it was your kid that was in that situation,
you would want somebody to stand up for him.
Yeah.
So why the fuck would somebody stand up for your kid if you don't create the culture where you doing it for niggas?
Absolutely.
Not to harp on this, but I do want to add this. I've said this a dozen times now, but I make it a point to be a presence at our kids' school, me and Ojo. I love the fact that them kids know me. They come out, they say, hi, Egypt's dad, and it makes me know that my presence is being felt.
Yeah.
The kids love me. They say shit to me. They be like, they walk up and talk to me and my son or whatever. And I've been in situations, even just at these young ages, where they 5, 6, 7 years old, and I'll see something happen like, hey, man, don't do that, or put your shoes on, or, you know, and then just, it lets the kids know at the very least, you're not about to just do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Absolutely.
And not while I'm here.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to do that shit when I'm not around.
Man.
Or they might not even have it's as simple as they might not even have a male role model in their life.
I believe that's
that
the case
little
for a lot
one
of times.
deed or those interactions,
Let them know that
might
somebody
steer
watching.
him down a totally different path.
Yeah. You never know.
Right.
Yep.
That's
I believe that's the case with a lot of young boys. No male figure, no male role model, no male nothing in the vicinity of their life. So
that's a thing,
not
bro.
No positive one.
That's the thing.
Not no
That's
positive one, at least.
Not no positive one, right?
Yeah.
Man, such a good conversation. I love that conversation. I'm gonna make the executive decision to move on.
I see y'all watching. We appreciate y'all for dropping in.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck how many it is. I fucks with that.
Yeah.
The last topic, I guess, is your topic, which I don't know what's about to happen, but we can wrap up on this one. This nigga said, if your favorite rapper was gay, would it change the way you feel about Edward, come back, dog. If your favorite rapper was gay, if your favorite rapper came out as gay, go ahead, Derek. You do it. You say it.
If your favorite rapper, whoever that may be, I want you to think of your most favorite rapper, the person that maybe you haven't even seen him in concert, but maybe you've been dying. Like, man, if I could go to my man's show, I would definitely be there. Think of your favorite rapper. Now, I want you to think about if some information came out about that rapper. Some information that you could not refute. I'm not talking about no hearsay. I'm talking about something that was certified proof that let you know that they were gay, or at least at the very least, maybe even bi, however you want to put that. Would that change your opinion of your favorite rapper?
Fuck the generalizations. Ojo. If a video of Nas getting his shit wrecked,
of Wu-Tang, and they all
nasty, freaky ass Nas.
Escobar.
A video came out of Nas today of him just getting his shit up.
He's just getting railed.
What are you doing with your copy of Stillmatic, nigga?
Oh my God.
Do you even call him Nasir anymore? What?
Jesus Christ.
Hey, first let me make this clear. I named my second son. His middle name is Nasir because of Nas. So if we going to the Secretary of State today, nigga.
What would you do?
Well, I'll forever call him Nasty Nas because that was one of his names. Nasty Nas. Dang, dog. That's
how would
hard.
that change? Like, how would it change? I really want to try to dig in and think about it, like psychologically. Because I mean, I'm assuming, I don't know how often y'all listen to y'all favorite rappers and stuff like that, but people that I have like favorite artists, I tend to, doesn't matter, it might happen in cycles, but I always go back to their music. Like Michael's MJ for me, I'm a R&B guy. So, but just for y'all, like, think about the person that y'all always go back to their music. Now you got to go back to their music with the image of them taking penis.
Oh my God, Derek.
Drake already halfway there, so I'm already cool with it.
Oh my, all right.
You cool with it?
Hey, look.
I don't know, dog. That's a hard question. I don't know.
All right, so look, let me present these two things to the conversation first before we even continue, because this has already happened twice, to my knowledge, for artists that I really, really like, and I didn't give a fuck, just to make that clear. Isaiah Rashad, who's on TDE, a video comes out a few years ago, him backstage at a concert getting blown by two guys. Not only is this nigga gay, but he's like a gay player. Like, how you get two niggas?
Isaiah Rashad?
Isaiah Rashad. You didn't know that?
Nah.
This was like 5 years ago.
Are you serious?
Derek, you muted.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was just saying I heard about it, but I didn't hear the details. I didn't know what that happened. What you just said.
Oh,
I didn't know.
That's cold.
I didn't know it was two dudes.
Two dudes.
Jesus Christ.
I never saw the video.
Like he from down south somewhere the way he rap.
Edward, stop fucking playing with me, dog. I never saw the video. The video was floating around, and the reason I know about it, this nigga looking for his hats. I never. So you trying to say you saw the video?
I'm saying you saw the video, nigga.
So what did you feel though in the moment? Like, what was your response?
So this is how I found out. Right, I'm in the studio. I got a session. I'm in there before my clients show up, obviously, and they come in and they're kind of like taking their coats off and shit, and they're talking about it, and I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah, nigga, it was a video. And he like, I seen the video. He said something like a bitch sent him the video, and he was like mad because he like, nigga, I'm not trying to see this video, but he did see the video, and he's like, it's 2 niggas blowing him, and I saw it myself. And I didn't believe it for a second, right? But then Isaiah Rashad admitted it.
Comes out and make that statement.
So it was real. He said something about it. You know what I'm saying? So
is he gay or bi?
He's bi. But in the moment, I was like, how do I feel about this shit? Because I fuck with his music heavy, and I could not imagine this. You know what I'm saying?
I never saw that coming, especially for what he rapping about.
Exactly. This nigga from Chattanooga, I don't know, I can't say he's a street nigga, but you know, he's another nigga that's he's just kind of like street adjacent. He's not unfamiliar with it.
Right.
So
I'm very tapped in.
He's a masculine sounding rapper and shit. And then for this to happen, I was like, what in the fuck is going on out here?
And where you said you can't?
Hard though. His lyrical game is.
I'm listening. I'm just imagine listening to Drake, because Drake is probably my favorite rapper at this point. I just imagine listening to TSU, or I'm listening to Spin About You, or I'm listening to,
No Guidance.
No Guidance. I'm listening. You see what I'm saying? Baby girl, you got it.
Baby boy.
My God.
I'm sorry, that's Chris Brown part, but you know what I'm saying though. But it's like to me, it's phony, and even though rap is phony anyway, because you just selling a product when you're making music. But it's like when I know you're phony, and I know it's like, no, you don't like none of this, bro.
The thing I find
you're not like us.
The thing I find interesting about it too is the polarizing difference between rap artists and say like R&B artists, because we've heard about R&B artists coming out. We just had what's my man name? Slow down. I just want to get
Bobby V.
But we just had Bobby V come out, and he was with a tranny in the hotel. So a hotel was running down the hallway away from him, and it was like it was new. It was like it was news for like 3 days. We cracked our jokes on them, but then it's just like you look up and he right back.
Young Buck.
Young Buck.
Young Buck got accused like 3 times.
Yeah.
Because the first time he like, hell no, these niggas lying. Then the shit happened again. Then he's like, no, these niggas, it's a conspiracy. Then it happened again, and that nigga was just like, hey man.
All right, you got it. Brandon, all right. All right. Here. Yeah, let me open the door for you.
Come on, y'all. They caught us.
Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
I'm not gay no more. I am.
All right.
Oh man.
I don't know, dog. Isaiah Rashad, dog.
I'm sorry. I thought you already knew that. I'm sorry to like break your assimilation, and
you just put
I like launched you into the Matrix real quick.
I could not have planned this anymore perfectly. This is great. How do you feel, Ojo? Let us know.
I don't even know, bro.
Does that change your opinion? Now, when you listen to his music, you probably listening with a different ear now.
You remember Jay-Z? He made girls.
Dog,
it has to be guys now.
Boys.
Boys.
I do adore.
Yeah.
Could you imagine like what if if Lupe Fiasco came out and was like, he's so gay? Like Edward, don't do that. Let's not
kick push. Oh my God, not kick push.
Come on, man. I think like I said, I find it interesting because we don't look at rappers. We look at rappers completely different. How we look at R&B artists. If an R&B artist come out and be like, "All right, you know what? I'm pretty gay," we were like, "Oh,
it's because rap is such a masculine sport."
Yeah, it is.
That's why. Because Khalid was just like, "Hey, it's me."
You said who?
That just happened. So you know who Khalid is?
Is he OVO?
No,
Oh no, I'm thinking of Magic Jordan. My bad.
Yeah, no, Khalid. He made us. I guess he has. He's pretty decent. He just came out. He got outed. He was like, "Well, yes, I'm here." Yeah, R&B artist.
I know who you're talking about. I saw it,
But-
and I saw it unfolding on Instagram.
Yeah, he got outed.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how it would feel. I'm not saying I don't know how it would feel one way or the other.
But do you
It's
think that
very
it would
shocking.
change?
It's hard to digest.
They not like us.
Do you think it?
Oh, and that's another thing I was gonna say. So two things I want to say right quick.
Oh, bro, they gonna feel the same.
The second artist that it happened to in my, out of the artists that I like is Tyler the Creator.
Ah, okay.
Because I mean, it was kind of like not a shocker, but once it was confirmed, and then to see the interview with him and Gerard Carmichael, which was very fucking awkward. It was like, but I still listen to Tyler all the time. You know what I'm saying? I love his music, and
And you know what? I think it's because the fact that we know that Tyler's kind of eccentric, that it kind of just made it seem like it wasn't that big of a, you know what I'm saying?
Like you probably already had them thoughts in the back of your mind.
Yeah, like you could see it almost like, oh, I can see it, I can see that. But like somebody like you just said, like Kendrick. Imagine Kendrick coming out like what?
And that's what I was about to say. My next point was going to be that it definitely depends on what artist we're talking about. Because if I think Edward said it earlier, if Jadakiss made We Gonna Make It and he was gay the whole time, or Knock Yourself Out and he was gay the whole time,
they're gonna hit the same. It's not gonna hit the same.
So
right message, wrong person. That's what it is.
This is so fucked up.
It's not fucked up. It's just the truth. Like we gotta stop pandering and stop caping, stop being so gentle.
You're right. You're right.
It's just the truth.
You're right.
It's just the truth. Like it's not being homophobic. It's not being. It's not. No, there isn't any phobia in anything. It's just the truth.
Not saying I'm homophobic, but it's almost like I would rather you take that stance initially, like come out, stand on your business, and then be judged, because it almost hurts you sneaking around doing it. And when people find out, if you come out with it, get that shit out the way immediately.
I remember there was a point in time where it was probably in the mid 2000s, early 2000s, where like, so there was this rapper, right? His name was Caution.
I remember
Derek, I know you got to remember this nigga, because I think he was debuted on like Ricky Lake or some shit. It was like he came out on one of those type of shows, right? And he performed, and I remember everybody being like, "What the fuck is this?" And like it was shut down. The nigga never made no more noise. And I remember thinking like, there'll never be no fucking gay rapper. Fast forward 20 years. Well, first of all, we found out a lot of them niggas already was anyway. And then you find out that I was so fucking wrong. I was so wrong.
Yeah. Derek, favorite rapper, Saucy Santana.
Shut if you Edward, I'll pull up to Atlanta. I will. Hey, Jay, you going down there next week? I'll roll with. I'm coming up.
I mean, I'm just saying, dog.
I think it's more of a. I think we expect a certain level of masculinity from certain people. I think that's what it is. And like Brazil said, if you didn't come out and start out that way, for you to totally flip mode after you've already attained.
Dog, this nigga said flip mode. The jokes write themselves.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh my God, Busta Rhymes.
What y'all think about that though? Right. Do y'all think there's any validity to it? Because I kind of do.
The jokes write themselves, dog.
I think so too.
This nigga said flip mode.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, so I don't really even know what the deal is.
I'm not gay.
I heard some shit. I heard something. They were saying that he was busting cheeks.
It's crazy. It's crazy. You can have sex with so many women, and you'll be like, "This don't do it for me no more."
Oh my God! How?
No.
They're so interested. They're so soft.
Crazy.
So many
crazy.
So many different flavors.
Supple.
Yeah, I can't. I don't. Dog, I would. I'm not gonna lie. If I found out that Busta Rhymes was getting his cheek split, bro,
you about to go get your refund for them tickets, nigga?
Yeah, I really, you got to reimburse me for your
the
half.
concert already happened. He said your half.
Your half.
I need
I want whatever
whatever it costs to see you.
But
whatever
you gotta, whatever it costs to see you. And
nigga, that concert was like 8-9 months ago. Like
I don't give a fuck. I need
give it here.
And we can pack you up. And
So
get you
another one of my.
They gonna say you being homophobic. Y'all be careful. They gonna say you being homophobic.
I don't give a fuck about that. Like you said, we got to stand on masculinity.
Hey, I'm so happy you said that, Edward. I'm like legit proud of you because you was on some bullshit the last pods. I like that point that you said.
That's different. That's different.
Because I agree with that, and that was one of the things that I kind of came into this latter half of the year, kind of like. I don't know, affirming to myself. Like, I'm tired of all of this fucking tiptoeing and being scared of being real with myself. Like, I'm tired of that shit because I hopped on the train. I'm like, well, everyone should know. No, fuck you, nigga. I still get to have an opinion and I still get to be a person.
It's all connected because that's some more shit that the Democratic Party was pushing as well.
I gotta walk into the room and ask a nigga, like, this nigga got a full beard, and I'm like, do you identify? Shaking his hand, like, what are you? Man, I'm not doing that shit, nigga. I'm not doing it. I'm not.
Yeah.
So if anybody watching this right now, live or after the fact, I want you to understand, nigga, that this is who I am, nigga. I don't give a fuck about no goddamn, what do you call it? Well, can you call it SJW? Do you call it motherfucking, what is it?
LGBTQ.
I don't give a fuck about that shit.
Plus
alphabet community.
Nigga, I am who I am. You are who you are. We can coexist and not agree, nigga. I don't gotta agree with you, motherfucker.
I have to acquiesce to whatever the fuck you think.
Because you don't agree with all the shit that I feel. So what do I gotta start a movement to get you to be like, we should bring pussy and tobacco back? No. We could just live on our own corners and do what we do, man. Fuck all that. I'm tired of. You're right, Edward. I totally agree with that.
Hey, that's a good ride home on.
I agree.
It's the same. Yeah, man. It's the same shit. People worry about feelings and worry about fat shaming, all type of stuff like that. This shit got to end, dog. Shannon Sharp said Zion Williamson spent more time on the tattoo table than on the court the last 2 years. Man. They say he be fat shaming Zion.
Hey, really quickly, before we end this, on that topic of fat shaming, did y'all see the Drewski situation?
I heard about it.
So y'all know Drewski had a live stream with Kevin Hart and Kai Cenat, and so I guess during the live it was some kid that was on the show, and he looked like he was maybe like 11 or 12 or something like that. Could have been younger maybe, but he was a big kid. He was an out of shape big kid, heavy. And so Drewski during the live, he said something to the effects of your little fat ass or something like that. And then afterwards, everybody, it was funny in the moment, but of course afterwards, we get this whole laid out video with the kid's mom talking about how her son has been fat shamed and how it was so tearful for her to watch and how it was psychologically damaging and all this shit. I'm surprised y'all didn't hear about this.
I did hear about it. I just didn't know what you were talking about.
Yeah,
but yeah, I did hear about it.
This big deal. Like Edward saying, look at what y'all did to Lizzo. Y'all fat shamed her into getting her ass into the gym. Like being overweight is unhealthy. I would know. Being overweight is unhealthy.
So clear out.
It's not
clear out.
I saw. Hey, put us in the corners, Gerald. Put us in the corners.
It's like no. I'm just playing. You don't got to clear out, but it is a fact, nigga. It is unhealthy. And what I advise as a fat nigga who is sensitive, what I developed over time is a thick skin about this shit. Because this is not this is not an easy cross to bear, my nigga. So I've been caught all kind of shit by all kind of people of all ages, motherfucker. So what I had to learn to do is either do something about it or shut the fuck up and be able to take it. Because I am doing something about it. I've been trying for a long time. And it's not easy. Yeah. But big dog, that's on you. Because this is the same topic to me.
Yeah.
Your choice. I don't gotta fucking acquiesce to your choices, fat ass nigga. You fat. You chose to be fat. Ain't nobody asked you to eat all them motherfucking cupcakes and shit and sit in the bed and eat all them goddamn Klondike bars, nigga.
People are so sensitive now. They overly sensitive nowadays.
Yes. We live in a bitch ass world.
Soft. Super soft.
Soft.
Just a bunch of
SFO capital T, nigga.
Yep. Whole lot of bitch assness out here going on in this country.
Yeah, and people can't,
Stop giving out these damn participation trophies.
Yes, that too. Yep.
And get your ass on that treadmill, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about? Man, this is the Guys Are Watching Live episode 8, man. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate you, my friends, my co-hosts. Another good episode. Appreciate everybody tapped in and watched. There's people dipping in and out of this motherfucker. Let's go ahead and wrap it up. Holla at us, man. Where's my outro video? Why did they do that?
The gods are watching. Here's now worth